I'm Chris Shepherd, Group Service Manager at Tamworth City Toyota.
I'm Narelle Shepherd. I'm a Learning Support Officer at Hillview Primary School.
And we live at Red Bank Estate in Killala. The selection of all the colours and the interior fit out of the house was actually probably one of the most exciting and fun parts of the whole project. We had Durrani with us. Between my wife and Durrani, they gave me a hard time about my workshop, and my wife ended up with her Hamptons kitchen. But it made it so simple. The whole process was fun, enjoyable. I think it was probably the bit of the project that we actually enjoyed the most was spending that time with Durrani, and she gave far more time than what she needed to, and just guided us through. When she needed us to, when we needed her to step in and help us to make a selection, she would. But if she just wanted to stand back and guide us through the process. So the house we ended up with was our house, not something a designer wanted us to build. The design process and the drafting process of the house was really good. I'd actually gone through and picked a number of plans that we liked, parts of houses, and stuck that all together with a bit of sticky tape on a bit of paper and drew some lines around it. Went in and saw Sarah, and she had DC Projects involved in that to help us then put that into a proper house plan. We went backwards and forwards a bit. They were very patient, and when we had problems with some concept from an engineering point of view, DC Projects just jumped in and had some really good ideas on how we could get around those issues. We built with Singles about 14 years ago. Sarah, who was the person that we dealt with at Singles this time, was just the receptionist back then. And we dealt mainly with Mark Single and John Banson, who is the designer. And Mark just made it easy, and we had a lot of faith in his ability and capability to be able to look at the house and say, you know, if you need to cut $10,000 off the build, just take this off and you'll hardly notice it. And he was always spot on. We maintained a relationship over those 14 years with Mark and Luana and with Sarah. And Sarah was then the person we worked with on this project. And it was amazing how much they had improved, even from the great process we had last time, this time. Their process was much more structured, a lot more transparent in what we had to do. And having the Durrani involved in the project just made it so much simpler for us with what we found was the most challenging part, which was to pick colours and those kind of things.